It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Good evening, model citizens. Welcome to this evening's test. I'm kind of starting to call this series Technology as a Tool, Not an Obstacle. And as we will hopefully soon find out, everything's going to be going well tonight. But we'll see. We'll reserve our judgment until we actually get there. For people that haven't been here before, I'm running this exactly like I would one of my regular streams and just kind of checking along the way whether everything's working or not. And Drew Dude Model Trains already said it's broken because you can hear me, which is a good start, which is a very good start. Because that was the problem on the first stream we did. So this is a test stream. I'm testing it as if it's like a regular stream, so we'll see how things go as people join. You know, we've got the live streams going on. Let's say hello, see see who's coming to see the mess that we're about to embark on. Looks like we got Michael from Cat Nuts at Southern Yankee Railroad. We've got Tim from CP 368 Productions. We've got Dave P from DES Media Productions. Drew Dudes Model Trains is in the house. Dragon Lover 68 is here. Mr. Pictovid. Yeah, we'll see what happens, Andrew. And I'm gonna send, if this all works, Andrew, I'm sending this to you, and I'm gonna make you try this on your stream too. We got Dennis from Otter Creek and Rio Grande. We've got John from Schuylkill River Valley joining us. We have Timothy. I'm gonna say Kynard. Kynard. I apologize. I'm probably saying it incorrectly. And we've got Z Fantasy Trains. If I would appreciate as we go if people can provide feedback. One thing to note, though, is while we ran the pre-roll, John from Schuylkill River Valley is seeing about 15 seconds delay. I'm seeing about 10 seconds delay. So there, there might be a little bit of a delay from when, we ask a question to when you respond to when we respond. So we'll get to it. We'll try and kind of coordinate the feedback in a way that it's not too confusing for everybody. But we'll see. So Timothy is saying yes. Timothy Kynard. I'm hoping he's saying yes to me. I don't, we'll see. So people will notice when the things come up, they're still blocking things. I do still need to adjust and fix some things. I've got quite the little setup going on today, and if people are interested after we do a little more testing, we can go through the setup and I can kind of tell people what's going on. But we do have a guest in the house, so I am going to bring him up, and we will see if the first part of all of this works. John from Schuylkill River, you're muted on your end, it looks like. I can still see. Yep.
All right, that should be better. Hi, Heath. Good evening, everyone.
So
cool.
So I can hear you now. I guess we just need to wait a couple minutes. If people could just give us a little feedback that they can hear John, that would be fantastic. I was on the inside Heath's basement, but now I'm on the outside looking in, saying, "Run, get out while you still can." So I am going to actually. Oh.
Okay, yes, they can hear me, Heath.
Art from PD, our engineer is saying, "Wow, sound." I know, isn't it kind of funny? Oh, and people are saying it's buffering. I don't see it buffering on my end.
I don't see it buffering either.
Yeah, I'm showing excellent condition. Stream health says it's excellent on my side, so it's another mystery of YouTube, I'm sure. But hey, Thomas Split Rock, welcome. So Dragon Lover 68 says he can hear both of us. Buffered for a few seconds, but clear now. So for people that haven't been here before, what I'm attempting to, well, if you haven't been here before, so I can stop saying this, let me know. And if there are enough people that haven't been here, I'll keep explaining what I'm doing. But basically, I want to provide the best quality stream that I can. And one of the things in order to allow me to do that is to kind of use this new setup. And unfortunately, I don't have a single computer that can do the setup. So we're kind of doing it with multiple computers, but it's sounding. So we got buffering 3 times when John came up, but not anymore. So I'm going to be curious. I should go back and thanks for that timestamp, because I'll go back and rewatch the video, and I'll see if when John comes up, if on YouTube there's buffering or not, because it could be local, or it could have been from YouTube, and I should be able to see that on the replay. Yeah, so if you click the gear icon, you should be able to watch this in 1080p 60 right now. YouTube will usually sometimes default to something less than that, but you should be getting 1080p 60. You should be able to see us pretty clearly. I should be able to bring John up, and theoretically, we should still be able to hear John.
Yes. Can you guys still hear me?
I can still hear you. Maybe Miss
You can
Potato
still
says
hear me.
maybe without ray.exe running, we won't need three's PCs. So I am gonna so Stream Elements. Actually, I haven't seen Stream Elements post anything yet, but so theoretically,
Neither
Stream
have I.
Elements will start posting the link to this to join the stream. If you're good at sort of figuring it out on the fly, it's basically if you just go in any browser or on your phone or whatever to guest period human city period org, and it will open up a website. And once you get to that website, the password for today, and which is for just for the tech testing. Let's see. So Dragon Lover says yes, you can hear John. So that's good. Yeah, 1080p 60, no drop frames on my end. Awesome. So if you go to humancity.org, you should get the login page, the password, and I'm going to change the password for each show, but right now for all the tech testing, it's all been the same. So for the tech testing, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So hopefully you guys can all remember that. And it looks like people are, we have other people starting to come in. And let's see, maybe we can hear Jason as well.
What is up?
I can hear Jason. John, I'm hoping you can hear Jason.
I can hear Jason.
There is like a huge delay from like when I see myself in the upper camera to like the camera with all three of us. It's like tricking me out.
Yeah, it's if I explain the path getting from you to me to back to you and how many computers and different steps it went through, if it wasn't delayed, I'd be concerned. I guess the question really is it so delayed that it's it's going to be it's probably always going to be an issue. I can make it a little better, but there's always going to be some delay along the way. But yeah, I mean, it's
I
kind of
don't
the
see
nature
it
of
being enough of a delay to be a problem, Heath.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I don't know if y'all see a delay on me, but like you and John, I see no delay. But I can see the delay on myself only on the camera that you have.
Oh, in the little corner.
Me up.
Yeah.
Up in the corner, it's like real time. It's good. So if I look up in that camera, I'm good. But if I look in the, of course, I'm pointing at the screen. But if I look at the other camera, I mean, it's just tripping me out because like I'm not talking, but I still see my mouth move.
Yeah, I mean, what Drew Dudes is saying is my main concern is whether our sound is in sync with our lips on YouTube or not.
Yeah,
that's where things can get a little off, and it's funny because I'm watching. Yeah, so I have. If we go to the side here, and let me just tip this up a little bit. Yeah, so there's definitely. Oh boy, there's a lot of delay. So this camera is locked up. It looks like.
I still see you moving in the bottom corner. So
yeah, so that camera is not locked up. It's it seems to be my side camera that is locked up for some reason. Oh, you know what it could be? It could just be off. Nope, now it's off. Well, we're getting there.
I do have some good news.
Yeah, go for it.
At least I'm not green.
That is true. Last time you were here, you were completely green. Are you, what device are you on?
I'm on my Android phone. Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus.
Okay. That may also have something to do with it. I know that there's
Well, that was the
There's some
same
unique-
device that I used last time that I was green. Same device.
he's been doing a lot of work on it. There are definitely some. Yeah, I've got a lot of programs running in the background as well. There are some issues with phones that he's been working on and fixing. So there's a good chance that that's part of what it was. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, this is something I got to get used to too. This live feed plugin that I'm using. The way it works is the clear button. You don't double click on the link. So, but people that want to join, guest.humancity.org, and the password is 1234567 and it's just that simple. And we'll ask. We can ask Dave P. how simple he thought it was to get on. And you're muted, Dave, on your end.
Yep. You got to hit the.
There we
Now I
go.
can be. Yeah, it was pretty easy.
Well, that's good to hear. Now I just got to get my cameras working. Oh, I know what I can do. Down here. Talk amongst yourselves, please.
I guess we won't.
So
Well,
ironically,
I'm fixing to get started tearing the layout apart. I don't know if that's exciting news or not.
for you, it's probably exciting news. So John and I were talking earlier about HDMI capture devices. And of course I said, oh yeah, like this one I have, it's been great. Like, I haven't had any issues. It's been perfect. And of course tonight, we get on the stream tonight, and of course it's not working.
Of course.
There we go. Look at that.
I can hear you, John.
I can hear you.
Oh, I can't hear John. And this is the problem. I hold on, John.
We lost John.
Try again, John.
Back.
Yeah, nope. So this is
Can
an
you hear
OBS.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Dave.
Okay. I can hear John. Oh,
So now we should be able to hear John.
How's that? Can you folks hear me now?
Yeah, so the problem is this scene 1. So John, if you talk now, can we hear you? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I feel like
there's-
I'm part of the Verizon commercial.
for some reason.
Okay. Yep. They can hear me now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the issue is, but this what I'm calling guest 1, which is this big blank spot here right now. For some reason, I keep losing audio on that guest 1, and I'm not sure how to get it back. So, John, I'm gonna move you over there, and as
Okay.
you are an expert counter,
okay.
so if John counts, I guess I'm wondering if I can get him back or says something. Yeah. Nope, not coming back at all. So I don't know.
I hear John. I mean, he's still counting.
They
Yeah, I
said
can-
they could hear me when I was down in the basement.
Yeah, so I can hear you now just fine when you're in spot 4. I have no issues hearing you. It's if we
It's
Let's-
now that you can't hear me.
yeah, so like if
Yeah.
Jason talked right now, if Jason talked now, we would not be able to hear Jason.
Why is that?
No, we can hear you now.
I can hear Jason.
I can hear Jason.
You can't get rid of me that easily. maybe Rick or maybe Ray, but not me.
Yeah, so there's some issue with that scene 1 where it drops people every once in a while. So yeah, so people in the chat are going to be a little bit behind where we're at now, but I think yeah, it's a special formatting on scene 1. There's something about it that drops the audio, and I don't know how to refresh that. Tim says it's being a number 2 John that's the issue. So I heard everyone laughing. So just while we're waiting to see if maybe we can get some more people up. So except for this scene 1 issue, and what I might do is just move scene 1 to scene 8, because then I just won't have to deal with it and just renumber everything. But if people kind of seek... so can you explain what you have split between which PCs? Yeah, so I definitely can... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go here. So let's get into that a little bit. Everyone's laughing at me. Apparently there's 29 people watching us flounder around right now. So, Dave, I haven't said actually hello to you. Hey, Dave. Happy Wednesday night. Thanks for joining us for this test. Much
Thanks,
appreciated.
Not a problem.
And so here's for people that are interested, here's kind of the game. Here's what's happening. And just real quick, if you notice, I've got a little, I got a teleprompter here, and I actually have the same feed that everyone else is seeing going into the teleprompter. So hopefully I'll actually start talking to people instead of staring at my computer screens, because I kind of drives me crazy when I forget to look at people. So I'm hoping if I put a teleprompter up of the show, that I'll actually be talking to somebody. But here's the Roy's saying, yes, we're always laughing at human, but not with him, but at him. I'm sort of learning, since I'll be picking your brain if I ever do my live streams on my end. Yeah, so it's if I had a more powerful computer, everything that I'm doing I could do on one computer. Because I don't have a more powerful computer, what I've done is I've split it up over a couple of different computers. And this computer here is actually just a computer that I have the chat up on so that I can talk to John from Schuylkill River Valley and Jason. And I've got the Stream Elements window, which is my bot, up. Shoot says, I see Heath pointing at Heath. From my experience, I don't know that that's true, Tim, but maybe. I've been in some control centers that are just huge walls of LEDs. So here's the situation. This computer right now is just extra. It's not really a part of the stream. What's up here? This is my main. This is my main sort of streaming computer. This is where OBS is, and OBS is running my stream. This is what's actually, this image on this side here is what's being sent to YouTube. Now, this over here is my guest window, and this is actually a remote session to the computer that's up there out of screen that you can't see. So this computer up here, I just have a remote session open over here. And the reason I'm doing that, and you won't be able to see it from where you are, but I'm feeding 11 different viewers. So my CPU is encoding 11 separate streams of these 4 windows out to the world. And I just can't do that on the one computer. So that is one thing that's being separated somewhere else. Thomas, don't give people any ideas. If you give people ideas, that's how things get started. Containerman says, that's why if I do a mobile stream, I get one of my friends to tell me what and who is chatting with me on YouTube, then I answer, so I'm not trying to read YouTube chat. Yeah, on mobile, it's very difficult to read the chat. One thing interesting that I'm doing with chat is this is actually a Google Chrome window up here, and you can see here's Containerman's chat message here, and that's what then pops up in my window. So I'm using a Chrome browser with all this to... so Containerman's saying, why? What's the point? The point is, and I'm curious to get people's opinion, but the point is I'm streaming at 1080p 60, and in theory, at 1080p 60, the quality of the stream, if you're on a computer, if you're on a 4K TV and that kind of thing, is going to be much better than anything I could get out of StreamYard. If you're on a mobile phone, you probably won't notice the difference. But hello, Southwest Modeler, checking in from Australia. Yeah, so if people want to join the stream and come in as a guest, I would love to get more people up here and see if we can sort of push this setup to see if we can kind of get it to crash or not. So I've got, what do I got? Got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more spots if people want to come up. Guest.humancity.org, and the password is 1234567 Containerman saying that I should mute Jason because he's making a lot of noise. Adam saying, yeah, he's on 4K and everything seems okay. So except for the audio issue with scene 1, which ironically Jason's in the scene 1 position right now, the guest 1 position, and he's the one making all the noise. So ironically, the guy.
Well, that's a good thing.
Graham from Leamington Station says Heath stream's looking great. Kenan is saying, so you want us to see your pimples better? That's my iPad. It looks great. Yeah, my goal is just to provide the best quality content I can. So as people can see, I'm using a plugin called Live Chat Overlay. It's running in a Google Chrome window over here. When I click on a link over here, it comes up here, and then I'm capturing it down here, which then sends it out to everybody. And then there's a little button over here that says clear. Click that, gets me out of here. Whenever I do streams, I've got the time up really big. I can see that. I've got the YouTube. I don't know what this window's called. The live studio window. I don't really know. Hey, Shay from Shay's N Scale, welcome. So anybody that's just joining, this is just a test. I'm trying to. Adam says the DSP video keeps graying out.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a couple different times.
At least you're not turning green.
Yeah. I will let me go to this view, and I can keep an eye on that a little bit better. I have not seen it yet here, but
well, that's also the position I was in when I was turning green.
Oh, in that bottom right corner?
Yeah.
I do know that Steve, the developer, is working on it. Pirates of the Mile Train says, with what you're talking about, all I see is 747s going over my head. Wait, so what I did is I needed multiple computers to to spread out the CPU load. So I just had to figure out how to transfer everything over to the different machines and just sort of make it all happen. But Robert Darby, welcome.
Hey, hi.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Nice to meet all you guys.
You're a little quiet, Robert, but we can hear you. just so you
Yeah,
know.
let me put my mic a little closer. Let me try here. I just got off a Zoom meeting, so
Oh, there you go. We can hear you a little better when you lean forward. But
okay.
welcome. I
I'll get
think
close.
this is your first time up on the stream. So while we got you up here, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about who you are and what you model and all that kind of good stuff.
Okay, well, my name is Robert Darby. I'm an HO modeler from the Napa, California, from the Napa Model Railroad Historical Society.
Oh,
So unfortunately, we just lost our lease in the building, so we're actually in the process of moving out after 50 years. So my favorite road mainly is SP in basically 70s and 80s. So anyway.
do you see Jason in the corner over there? Go ahead, Jason. You can pump your fists again.
SP cotton belt. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, feel free to answer any. I'll answer any questions. So this is my first time online with a video. Actually, I usually try to get. I haven't been on John's Zoom meetings yet. So John Apicola. So
Yep.
this is just
So
a
is
test.
that how you found all of us? Is through John at TSG?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So yeah, John's one of the people that inspires me to keep sort of pushing my quality. Oh, I just saw Dave glitch. And there goes Dave again. So that's an
like
OBS.
his video feed's going in and out.
Yeah, that's an OBS.Ninja issue again. So let me talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm gonna take a little note here and check that out. And if people do want to join, the link is guest.humancity.org, and that's the password you can see up on the bottom of the screen right now.
So, Robert, do you mix cotton belt in with your SP stuff?
You bet. Yeah, I have.
Awesome.
Sure. Yeah,
I like Greg again.
I mainly
Yeah,
too,
yeah. Dave's graying out again.
Yeah, I think it's just let's see if I hit this button. Let's see if it helps. All right, so I just hit what they call their rainbow puke fix button, and it's supposed to help reconnect the stream, and we'll see if it.
It doesn't sound like it's supposed to work.
The last time you did that, it kept me green.
Well, but you're not
kind
Dave.
of like how my beard is now.
That's a reflection off of your camera lens. That gray out is definitely a video feed issue. Yeah, I just need to figure out. I'll bring it up to the developer of OBS.Ninja.
Well, my beard didn't have a green dot on it until you hit that rainbow puke thing.
Yeah, it's called Rainbow Puke Fix. Apparently, there was an issue at some point where you'd get this like rainbow puke thing on the screen. So they called the button the Rainbow Puke Fix button, and it's supposed to reset the thing. Okay, so scene 3, video drops to gray and back.
The rainbow puke button didn't help.
Okay.
He's still blinking out.
The puke did not help. So let's move Dave to scene 5. And let's see if we move Dave over. Let's see if he still has the issue on that other side or not. Adam Cruz says the green on his beard is just a J.J. Abrams lens flare. Ken N is dropping out to go pick up some dinner. Yeah, Tim says he's a unicorn now puking rainbows. Freak, the green goes when you go. Yeah, usually Jason, we're used to you in a red room, so I don't know.
Well, that's because I'm out at the layout, starting to tear it apart.
Someone's got to do
but for
it.
good reason.
I see your garage door thing above you. I don't know. Do people know why you're tearing your layout apart? Have you talked about that?
Well, I mentioned it on my last layout update. Let me see if I can angle it. So I've got this 16-foot wide garage door here. I'm in a 20 by 20 garage. It's not climate controlled or anything like that. And I talked with my wife, and she agreed that we could take the garage door out, put in an actual wall, insulate it, but I've also got to insulate that wall there because that's on the exterior part of the house. And once I do, then I will be able to build a much bigger layout. That's going to be a lot more functional. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know if it's OBS.Ninja or not, but I feel like you're actually coming through really clear right now. So I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is, but.
Now, for you, Heath, since I'm not in the red room,
yeah,
at least I brought the red drink.
That does not look healthy.
It's a fruit punch.
So has anybody seen Dave flicker since I moved him into the corner?
Not yet.
I have not.
I haven't either.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Robert up and move Dave up, and we'll see if Robert flickers in that spot or not. So if people are just jumping on, this is just a test. I'm just going through. I do need more people to test, though. I would love to get... of course, I compliment Jason, and now his stream's all pixelated.
That could be me.
Did you ever run your Wi-Fi out there?
No.
Containerman says you're getting the whole garage. Party time.
I know, right? But no, actually the wall that my dispatcher's station is going to go on, which is also going to be like staging, is the wall that I need to run the network wire down. So instead of using Wi-Fi out here, I'll be able to actually be hardwired in.
Interesting. It says it's done the pixelation every time you've changed scenes or added a video feed. And then Drew Dude says if Jason moves too much, he gets all pixelated. So not exactly clear. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. Roy.
Hello.
Hey, Roy.
This is your first time joining this stream as well.
Yeah. Figured I'd help you out since you said you needed more people.
I did. We're trying to push the stream to the edge and see. Just trying to find out whether it's good enough to actually use it for one of my regular streams, or if there's still more work that needs to happen before I get to that point. But since it's your first time here, why don't you introduce yourself, tell people what you model, what you're about, all that good
I'm trying
stuff.
to adjust my lighting so I don't have a shiny dome in your hole in your faces.
I don't,
oh well,
I've got
matter.
the bald head too. So Drew Dude says we just lose Jason's audio.
So
we did. We
I
lost
can
Jason's
see
audio.
I heard Jason.
I heard Jason.
Yeah, you guys will hear him in the. You guys will hear him in your room, but you won't hear him. Yeah, Jason, try again. Yeah, no, you guys can hear him, but that's not going to work. My mute, bring him back.
Some feedback for you, Heath.
Yeah. Good for.
So the video feedback that you're feeding back to me is really low res.
Yes.
And delayed. Yes. But on YouTube it looks fantastic.
Yes. So
But that's what I was saying earlier, because it's like when I'm talking, the little window of me up in the upper right corner is like real time, but like on the actual, stream, it's like still going on like 5 seconds, 10 seconds after I get done talking.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very trippy. Very, very trippy.
I'm not sure where to look because like different things are going on in different windows. But anyway, to answer your earlier question, I'm Roy Eltham. I've done a few challenge videos. I'm building a layout that is going to be proto freelance, covering an area of Southern California where I grew up called Oxnard, California. It's a local line called the Ventura County Railway that connects from Port Hueneme to the Union Pacific Main Line in downtown Oxnard, which then goes to LA and everywhere. It services auto racks in 2 different places. So I'm going to have tons of auto racks. And then there's military trains because the Port of Hueneme is inside of a naval base or half inside of a naval base. I'm just starting. You can see behind me here, I'll sort of show you the
there you go.
Current benchwork state and some test track that I've got going. And I've been working, I got some lighting up there now. I saw the Ron Marsh and Rick Bailey LED light stuff, and I got the same ones. They're really nice. And the other thing is you can't really see it, but there's a box there, and it has the solar train in it that I'll be setting up tonight, later tonight, and filming a video for you, Heath.
We got to get that Halley's Comet train to you. I hope you get your notice soon.
I assume I will. Like last time when you got the Dwarf Planet one, I got my notice like a day later, and I got my cars a couple days after you did. So I assume I'll get it soon.
Yeah, so people in the chat are saying Paul just glitched again. Yeah, I'll definitely bring these things up to the developer. I guess for people in the chat, we've got however many people it is now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this better than StreamYard? Like that it's worth switching to, or are there still too many glitches? And just so people know, what I'll do is I'll get rid of this scene 1, the one that's gray right now, and I'll move it out of the way, and that'll solve a lot of those audio issues. So I guess I'm kind of
those are all way too bright.
Yeah.
Hey Heath, I'm gonna have to bail. My phone is about to die. So
do you ever plug that phone of yours in?
Hey, these live streams, man, just drain the battery.
Oh, they do. They do like crazy. My iPhone, which is my teleprompter, is plugged in. 'Cause it'll run. So before you go, Jason, real quick, I just wanted to, since Roy, you're here in person, just want to say thank you. Roy's been extremely supportive of, I know, my channel and of Jason's channel, and just sort of have this opportunity to say thank you in person.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
And Roy was a huge help with Train Freak Jr. getting his layout up and going. So
it was a lot of fun, Jason.
Big kudos to him, and my phone just died. So thanks.
Let's see. Yeah, he always turns sideways when he. He always turns sideways. Oops. And
where did I go?
So
there we are.
There's Roy. So can we hear you, Roy? Now that's the question, though, because this is the scene
Hello.
where the person cuts out. Yep. So we can still hear you. So let's see. So Drew Dude says.
I just wanted to.
Go ahead, Roy.
I was just going to say you all are very welcome. I don't know if you all know, but I just got back into model railroading last summer in around August. And I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of your all's videos, and learning a lot and figuring out what to do. But I didn't discover the streams until much later, like around November, December. And I wanted to give back a little bit from all the help you guys gave me getting started. So that's why I've been contributing. And you guys all are so open and welcoming. It's really nice. It's a rare internet community that is so nice and welcoming. And especially in an environment like YouTube, where it's usually very hostile in the comments and stuff like that, it's super nice.
Yeah,
this is a very supportive community.
Very much. Hey, Robert, can you just turn off there's some audio I hear playing in the background. You can just turn the audio off on that.
Yeah, it sounds like he's here echoing YouTube back or something.
Yeah. But yeah, Roy, I mean, I agree. I loved the live streams, and when a lot of this current situation that we're hopefully coming out of started, the live streams in the community was it was really uplifting how supportive everybody was. And I started doing my live streams just because of how supportive everybody, actually was. And that's a lot of why I do these streams, because I want to give back as well in the way that I can kind of give back. So
yeah, and it's helped me a lot through this whole last year, being involved with the model railroading in general, but also this whole YouTube community. You guys, the Community Roundhouse and Sidetrack Sunday and Back on Track, all the different groups. It's been keeping me sane through this time, because I haven't seen my family in a year and a half,
right?
Because we're been in lockdown. I'm finally going to get to go see my mom and family in a couple weeks, so I'll be offline for a week while I do that. But it'll be really nice to finally see people.
Sure.
Or at least, I see some people, because I go to the store occasionally and whatnot, but it's not the same as getting to see your family.
Right.
Yeah, and even it is interesting, because these live streams, we're not really connecting in person, but we're kind of connecting in person in a new way. And I hope this stays around. I do really enjoy it. As somebody that would probably be fine going into the basement and never coming out for weeks, this is a great way to connect with other model railroaders and share what we're doing and all that kind of stuff as well. So
yeah, I'm normally a late night person, but I've shifted my schedule for Friday and Saturday mornings, so I can get up at 8:30 in the morning to watch your stream on Friday, and then 7 in the morning to watch Back on Track on Sunday or Saturday. And I do that because it's I'm genuinely look forward to going to the live streams and interacting with everyone, seeing what everyone's working on and doing. And it's a lot of fun, and it's something that I don't want to give up, even if we go back to things. And it's going to be harder when I go back to work in the office, because I can't watch these streams sitting in my office at work as easily.
Right. Yes.
But the Friday and Saturday morning ones I'll still be able to participate in, because they're before work. Or at least Friday is before work, and Saturday obviously is a day off for me. But these 4 and 5 p.m. Pacific time streams are before I get off work. I usually work till 6 or 7. So
yeah.
But since I'm working from home, I can take a break, watch, and can be a part of the stream, and then go back to work after, and it's not a big deal. Oh, and I don't know if anyone knows, but I do computer programming for a living.
Okay.
I work in video games. The last couple of years, mostly in Unreal Engine, building an MMO game for Intrepid Studios. So
ooh, there you go. That's
very
pretty
cool.
awesome.
I've been doing this since 1993, video game coding, and I worked on MMOs since 2000. I joined the EverQuest team in 2000.
So are you one of those Gen Xers that they said would never make anything out of themselves because all they did was play video games, and here you are now creating video games?
Probably. I was born in '69, so that counts.
Hey,
What was
Z.
that? Oh, hi Z.
Hi, Zay.
Can't hear Z.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, now I can
Oh,
hear.
there we can
Good to
hear you.
see you. I was muted. Sorry. I don't know how this stream works.
We're all figuring it out as
Yes.
as we go. So yeah, Container Man keeps talking. Yes, correct. New York was never locked down. It was pretty much business as usual for the entire time here in New York. So that is what happened. So I want to just go back real quick before we say hello to Z. Just look, some people were saying that this is much better quality, but then Tim says that all the glitches seem to not make it worth it. I think this is much better quality, and I think it'll be great once all the bugs are worked out. Yeah, I'm still trying to decide, at what point to switch over. So yeah, but Jason, thanks so much. Steve Childers and Jason used to go back and forth on Super Chats. I don't unfortunately have my little Super Chat thing set up yet with this, but it will come. But you can see, or at least you should see, the Train Freak's names start coming up along the bottom as well. And I see Z just glitched out a little bit herself over there. So, but yeah, if more people want to join, here's the password, and the way to join is just guest.humancity.org. Z, how was it joining? Was it pretty simple to get up here?
It was simple. I can't use my OBS evidently, or I don't know how to do that yet. So
yeah, so you can.
I only get okay.
You need to get virtual camera.
You can, and I know the reason why you can is because that's what I'm doing on this other computer over here for my director's feed. Is I'm actually using OBS. But yeah, you start virtual camera, and then in whatever for your camera, you just need to select that as the option, the virtual camera, and it should let you bring it in. But Shay,
hello,
welcome to the channel. How you doing?
good, thanks. How you guys all doing?
We're doing
good.
Doing pretty fantastic.
Doing good.
Thanks so
Shay,
much.
do you have a Shay yet?
Did Shay get a Shay yet? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a Shay yet.
I thought you ordered one.
No, I didn't order one. They're a little out of my
There's
price
people
range.
that want you to.
Yeah, I think there'll probably be a Shay in your future at some time, but yeah. So Drew Dude says this particular stream is a massive improvement over the previous test streams. Yep, and many a StreamYard. Yeah, StreamYard is not perfect either. The good thing about StreamYard is it takes a lot of the technical side of things off of me. So I have to manage the 3 computers and the iPad and all that whatnot myself, which it's kind of nice to have. StreamYard managing, but I do like the quality better. So the Train Freak's asking Shay, when you get a Shay, would you get a 2 or 3 truck Shay? I guess what we should really be asking you, Shay, is what do you model? And I know that your name is actually Shay. That you didn't name your channel after the Shay locomotive. You named the channel name after you. So what do you model, and would you even have a Shay on your layout?
Well, currently I'm just building a low level, just building a yard, just trying to get my hand in it, trying to figure it out. I'm gonna have 2 or 3 levels in my room that I built in my garage, which is not climate controlled. So I've got coolers running, it was 100 degrees here where I live today. So it was pretty warm. So, and it wasn't very comfortable at work because I am on the West Coast. I'm a couple hours north of Roy. So, yeah.
So are you gonna have a Shay? I mean, if you're a little bit north of Roy, you're probably up in the logging area, maybe, or at least maybe having
Well,
some experience with the logging
I live
stuff.
in Bakersfield, California, so
Yeah, I was going to say he's actually more than a couple hours because I actually live in San Diego. I'm just
Oh.
modeling Oxnard because that's my hometown where my mom still lives and I grew up there. So that's where I saw the trains as a kid.
Gotcha.
for me to get to Roy, it'd be, depending on traffic, it could be 3.5 hours. It could be 8 hours.
Exactly. And I've driven through up past Bakerfield a number of times, going up to the Bay Area and Sacramento. So
I have done some work out there, and I cannot believe, like, people say that New York City traffic is bad. I cannot believe how bad the traffic is out in California. It's just wild to me.
LA is worse by far than New York.
Well, traffic's starting to get bad in Bakersfield because everybody's selling their homes in LA, coming to Bakersfield and buying cash because our houses are a third of the price.
Right.
And pocketing all that money, and then they're commuting back and forth over the Grapevine. So
I met somebody that commutes from San Francisco to Bend, Oregon every day. Apparently there's a flight that a whole bunch of like tech people get on at like 6:30 in the morning that flies them into San Francisco. They work the day, and then there's some like 5:30, 6 o'clock flight that all of these same Bend, Oregon people get on to go home. I can't believe it.
Well, with the pandemic and working from home, so a lot of a lot of people are working from home. So now, why live in a city where you're going to sit in traffic for 3 hours when you live 10 miles from work?
No, very true. Very true. And Z, I don't know if you were here earlier. I do want to apologize. The comments keep coming up on top of you, but that's something that that's some programming that I definitely need to update, and that I will update. Containerman says he was actually in Bakersfield yesterday unloading some PVC pipe. One of his runs. So
yeah, one of the big differences with traffic between here and there, Heath, is mass transit. New York has way more mass transit capability and infrastructure set up for that than we do here. So everyone has a car here and everyone drives everywhere. So
Ken N says, wow, 6 guests, is that a record? For us here, the fact that we can hear everybody, that is a record. So we're getting somewhere. So Z, I know we haven't seen you a bit because your class gets out later than we're usually streaming, because you guys don't change your time for daylight savings.
Right. We just your stream is right about the time I get off work now. And but the main thing that you're not seeing me is that it's horseback riding weather. So
yes.
I'm putting in the time. Had several extra little activities coming up with that, and then some traveling. So I miss you guys and doing this live streams, but when it gets hot, I will be back. And actually, I have a video coming out about my new HO layout, so you should see that soon.
I thought you were an N scaler. Are you bailing on us, Z?
No, I do it all. I just got started, so it's just going to take me time. Wait till I get my garden layout.
Every time I see somebody doing a garden layout, I get so excited. I think there's just something so awesome about it. Like, I agree. People are saying San Francisco, or not people, Drew Dudes is saying it should go back to cable cars. That's too funny. But yeah. Art's heading out. See you later, Art. Red Wild says, yeah, nice thing about the Midwest, 10 minutes to get to work, 6 miles away. Yeah, and it's true. I mean, definitely less traffic out that way. So I'm probably going to wrap this up in a little bit, but I'll make one last plea to see if we can get 2 more guests to come up. See if we can maybe fill the house a little bit. Just everything seems to be working fine. I mean, looking at all my CPUs, looking at all of the processing and everything, it seems to be happy. And except for a couple of the little glitchy things with the scene one dropping audio, things seem to be in pretty good shape. So yeah, anyone wants to join, John from Schuylkill River Valley's posting up the links, and we can load this up and get it going. Nancy says she's glad she's not the only one that's done that. Yeah. Nancy's got a cool layout. I like her. It's Durango and Silverton. Her layout out in Colorado.
Did you see her new passenger train? It's pretty awesome.
Oh, I actually haven't seen her last one.
Just most recent video. She's got the silver passenger car train.
Like the old Amfleet silver.
No, it's I think it's a Denver and Rio Grande passenger train. It's like the Zephyrs and whatnot, the silver with the rib sides and the domes and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's
kind of like one of Steve Childers passenger trains.
Right. I think those are. My understanding is those are called. I thought they were called streamlined passenger cars.
There you go. I think that's correct.
California Zephyr.
Yeah, that's what.
I don't think hers. I thought hers said had the Denver name on it.
Yeah, well, the California Zephyr ran 3 different railroads.
Oh, okay.
The Chicago, Quincy, the Rio Grande, and then I think Northern Pacific was another one.
So the
it is a California Zephyr. Nancy verified.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So the Bud passenger cars, are they considered streamliners or are they not considered streamliners? I don't know. One thing. What's interesting about this hobby, and we were talking about this a little. She said it does have a Rio Grande N car. But one of the things I love about this hobby is I know very little about prototypical trains, but I love the modeling side of it. And there are people that love the prototypical stuff, and we all kind of,
yeah, I started out just, I'm going to make a model and build whatever I want from the cool things I was finding in the stores and online. But then as I got more involved, I started learning more and more about doing the actual operations and whatnot. And Jason has, shared a lot, helped me out a lot with understanding that stuff. And some of the other people, like I watch Tom Placier, and he does a lot of operations and SoCal. I forgot the full name of his channel, but he does Anaheim, Huntington Beach, LA area.
And scale models.
Yeah, Rich. And he does some really good operation stuff. And so I've learned a lot from watching those people and Jason and other people. And so it's converted me from doing whatever the heck I want to more prototypical, because I really like the puzzle aspect of doing operations. Being a programmer, that kind of makes sense. I'm a problem solver.
Ironically, I love electronics and I love the DCC side of things. But ironically, I didn't know what operations were actually until very recently. I grew up just running trains in circles. And I didn't even really realize or understood that people actually built prototypical layouts or proto-lance layouts that they could actually make car cards and move box cars from what I grew up with. I think I had 6 passenger train sets, and I had enough loops on my layout that I could just run them all at the same time, and I would just load the layout up and just run things in circles. And I grew up in the Northeast, I grew up on Amtrak. So for me, it was passenger trains and they just went in circles and that's all I knew. So it's really cool.
Yeah. Back in the 90s when I first did model railroading, I use that term technically, loosely. I mostly just had a table that I would set up, track, and run random cars, and I would just go to the model store and buy whatever car I thought looked cool and add it to my train. I didn't follow like the road names or do anything with operations. I had no clue. I was just having fun, just like you, just running them around in loops.
Yeah. And this is awesome too. Nancy's saying that these are the passenger cars she grew up with, which, like, when you can model something that you used to see as a kid, like, how awesome is that?
Right.
Roy's going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. I am Split Rock for sure. But I mean, the area that I'm modeling for the operations is right where I grew up. And I used to see the trains doing the operations all the time back then. They would be pulling auto racks and fruit reefers from the port out to the downtown and whatnot. And, it was all S6, Alco S6 switchers back then. And everyone probably knows at least one of them because it was in Back to the Future. It's the locomotive that runs over the DeLorean at the end of the last one. Yeah. That is the Oxnard switcher, the Ventura County Railway switcher that was active in the 80s. They just painted over the side to say Hill Valley instead of Ventura County. Right. But it's the same paint scheme that used to be there.
Are you a member of the OPSIG group that Fred's talking about here? It's a special interest group of the NMRA.
I'm not aware of that. And like I said, I've just learned about operations in the last few months from watching videos and talking with Jason.
Yeah, I think it's called, I think if you go to opsig.org, I believe it's opsig.org. It's a group that just loves to get together. And I'm actually curious, Robert was saying that he was the train master of his club for a little while. Which club was that, Robert, that you were? Oh, Robert may need to unmute himself. But yeah, the Train Freak's saying he wish he had a club here. But there's just not enough interest. And here it is. Yeah, opsig.org. So.
Yeah, I'll look that up. The other thing I'm really excited about when things unlock down here is that we have a couple different model railroad museums in San Diego with, I think it's like a total of 4 different club groups that manage the layouts in those 2 museums.
Balboa Park is one of them.
Right, yeah. And so I'm hoping to
from 1986 from Balboa Park when I was a kid going to think. Robert, I'll come back to you if you get your mic going again.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I'm hoping that one of those clubs is, within a reasonable distance of me, because San Diego is really big, and I'm on the very far northern end of it. It's spread out, so hopefully one of them is not too far away, so I can join that club.
Yeah. So, Robert, you were saying you were the train master of your club for 20 years. Which club is that?
It's the Napa Valley Model Railroad Historical Society. That's a mouthful.
That is.
And I can
you typed your email in earlier, and I was wondering what the end of it was.
The email was Napa Valley Model Railroad Club, and we changed it to the Historical Society because we went from a 501c7 to a 501c3. So that's why we had a name change.
Gotcha.
So what I'll do is I'll type in the website of the club here in the YouTube, and that way you guys can go.
Just put like a space or something instead of like the period, or YouTube will remove it.
I can do that. Do that right now.
The Train Freak is saying he uses the waybills from the OPSIG CSV files for prototypical industries and send receive commodities to and from staging. So, yeah, OPSIG's pretty good about that, and if they love talking about that. Yeah, Rob's volume's still low, and Dave's just glitched again. Yeah, we'll look into those issues. I probably will not. Say that again.
I see Nancy glitch.
You mean Z?
Z. I saw her glitch.
Yeah, I've seen her glitch a couple of times as well. I don't. So for people that are curious, OBS.Ninja, which is what we're using to share video and audio with everybody. It's a peer-to-peer video conferencing setup. So the connection from me to Roy and me to Z and me to Dave, it's all peer-to-peer. So I am receiving all of their signals directly, encoding them, and then sending them out to YouTube. As well as I have
all of us.
I have a director's feed that I'm then also encoding and sending back to everybody as well. So this computer, this one down here, is actually my director's feed that's being sent out. So this one's using about 50% CPU just to send the director's feed back to everybody up there. My main streaming computer is using about 80% CPU, which is the one that's bringing all these streams in and sending them back out to YouTube. So I'm kind of on the edge of what's possible with what I have. But yeah, there goes Z again glitching. I'm gonna ask about that. I'll send some screenshots to the developer, and we'll see what he says. But I'm enjoying this. I like I'm a little bit of a control freak, so I like the extra control I have over the look of the stream, and just being able to kind of, the way I can bring people up and the order of everybody. I like that the order stays the same. Dave, wake up, Dave.
No, I want to sleep.
So my internet bandwidth is I have Verizon Fios, and I have their 1 gig plan, and I get about 800 up, 800 down. So bandwidth is definitely not the limiting factor right now. The limiting factor is my computer. But if I can ever buy computer components anymore, I'll eventually upgrade the computer. But see you later, Jason. I'm also probably gonna, or I should just wrap this up, because I think the test is complete and it doesn't look like I'm gonna get the last 2 people up here.
We need more victims.
Get some more victims or not, but
what isn't Container Man join? He can stream from his phone.
He's out of data for the month.
Oh, okay.
Claude joining us. Claude
got here. You can jump in.
Yeah, it's all good. I think, we've tested it enough. I think I have plenty of overhead to fill it up if I need it. And the reality is, most of my streams, people come and go, so I don't get really, I never necessarily fill it completely up anyway. But I do think I have.
Battle.
I do think I've got enough testing to know that this is kind of going to work. So.
Yeah, and it seems like it glitches a little less when there's less people. Like if you have just 4 or 5 total, it's definitely better than StreamYard in my opinion, even with the glitches.
Yeah, and I do need to reorganize stuff. I hate that the things are popping up on top of Z, and that was just an oversight when I built all this out. But yeah, I'm liking it, and it'll keep growing as the channel grows. And before I sign off, anybody that came up and donated their time tonight to help out, anyone got anything going on that they want to talk about or share with the group?
I'm hoping to have my first real layout update video this weekend. I promised Pappy, so I have to do it now.
You don't promise Pappy and not do it, so.
Right. I've been working on it. I have like a whole document written up of what I want to talk about, and I have a bunch of images for the layout plans and the Google Maps that I'm covering with my prototype. And I have a bunch of images of the work I've been doing on the bench work. So I'll be doing a slideshow and talking over it and everything, and a few clips. So hopefully I can get it all done this weekend and keep my promise. And I'm sort of promising all of you. So now the pressure's on.
That's one awesome thing about this group as well, is that we keep everybody, moving forward. And if people want to subscribe, here's Roy's channel. And if you don't post that video, now everyone's going to come hunt you down. So
I've been fortunate. I think a lot of the people here are already subscribed. Since I did a bunch of those challenge videos, everyone started subscribing, and it's really nice. I got like 75 subscribers over the last 6 months.
Those PGH Train Fanatic really kind of started something that Wilmer grabbed onto, and then it just sort of took off. But that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I kind of hope that comes back again at some point. We do another sort of round of challenges. So John, the rock that holds us all together, the man that's always helping out in the chat.
No, I'm happy to. Actually, hopefully we'll have another community roundhouse in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully with a few less glitches than we had tonight.
When you get those pieces and parts, let me know, and we can do a little test stream like this. We'll have everyone come together, and we'll make it work.
I certainly will. I appreciate it, Heath.
Awesome. And Robert, first time here. Do you have besides the club YouTube channel, do you have your own YouTube channel that you post stuff on as well?
Actually, I don't. I post a little bit of my stuff on Facebook, but that's about all. Don't do a whole lot.
Awesome. Well, welcome, and thanks for sharing about the Napa Valley Club, and hope to see you around some more.
You bet.
Let's see if Dave's awake yet.
I'm awake. Jeez.
At least you called him the right thing.
Yeah. At least he's calling me with the right name.
I'm trying. I'm getting a little better at it. I noticed you didn't put a name in this time, though. Did it not ask you for a name?
Yeah, I don't know why that's not up, because I put one in.
Yeah, it didn't pass it through for some reason. I just added one for you. Just to confuse. So what do you got going on? Are you finished any of your scratch build projects? Oh, did we lose your audio?
I hear him.
Yeah, it could be on my end.
Barn's on hold until I get Jack's Part 2 finished. I want to concentrate on that. Should have a couple videos coming out with mail calls.
Awesome.
And that's about
your
it.
channel is now DES Media Productions. What is DES?
It started off when I used to do fantasy football, and my team name was Dave's Elite Snipers, because I'd always pick off my competition. So that's what it stands for.
Well, glad you cleared it up so that we don't call you Paul anymore.
Okay.
So did you get your OBS working? I thought I saw you had some stuff come up.
Yeah, I was messing around with it. So I didn't. I just didn't look far enough down the list. I don't know. I don't follow directions. So
if you don't follow directions, all hope is lost, because we sure don't follow directions. So,
but that's why I'm here. So yeah, no, it's just been good. I caught you all, and good test. Too bad we couldn't get some more people. That would have been fun.
Yeah, we couldn't get the whole Brady Bunch going, but maybe maybe next time. So yeah, so Roy chipping in for the legal fees, much appreciate that. If people don't notice, I've got my little goal on the side, which is I'm doing a little legal review of the studio lease, and of course, lawyers always want to get paid. And just before I get into any big expensive things like a 2-year lease, want to check it out. But here's Z's link for anybody that's not a member of her channel. But yeah, we got any videos coming out?
Well, like I said, I'm planning on having one. Should have it tomorrow. Just a short one to show to prove the HO business, and that's
right.
Sparky's fault because I already had HO. If you watch my very first video, it shows the layout. My very first one was an HO, and then I tore it down because I needed to go smaller. But yeah,
it happens.
Oh, Roy needs a new pic. Yeah, he needs an updated pic because I was.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more of a beard now than he did back when that picture was taken. Oh, and looks like I lost Z's audio again.
What happened to us? Did we die?
Oh,
Something happened.
Something
you're
happened.
back.
We lost.
Yeah, I got to just
Yeah, I just
Me
had
too.
Me.
I just see me too. I hear you guys.
on YouTube.
No, I'm
On
still up
YouTube,
there.
it's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
I
don't
computer
hear
seemed to.
I see me.
All right. It's because I took over.
I think we lost Heath.
We lost
Yeah.
Heath. That's what's
I
funny.
think
Well,
so.
Hey, didn't
lost
we do
Pete.
that last time? His last test, we lost him. And then, yeah. There's no control when he's gone.
His Ninja connection probably got confused or broken or something.
Yeah, I'm sure as heck not going to be able to do anything. So.
So I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I can still hear all of you.
What?
Okay.
Well,
John, can't you do something about this?
I just messaged Heath. That's about all I can do.
yeah, so
There we go.
So what happened is the NDI feed
Oh,
from my
I'm
main
still-
computer.
YouTube's changed, but yeah, there. Oh,
Yeah, nobody can
Yeah, we
hear
still
me
don't have
anymore.
Heath.
we can't hear you.
My main
No
computer
sound,
just locked
Heath.
up, basically. Let's see if I can figure this out. Let's see. So, can I quit any of this?
Can
Oh,
see and hear Heath in the small window.
He probably overloaded one of the two computers and it
Is there
something
smoke
locked
yet?
up on there. That's what I
I can.
Yep. So
now they're hearing me for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay. He's saying his main streaming computer locked up.
yeah. So everyone could still hear
It
you.
looks like it's doing some weird catch up.
Everyone
Yeah.
can still hear everybody, and everyone
Yeah,
can still
YouTube is-
see everybody. You
Yeah.
guys just aren't getting the director's feedback. Is what's happening.
Okay, at least people in chat can hear all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I think it was gone for a little bit and then it came back.
Okay, could have been.
But we still can't hear we still can't hear Heath unless we
Right.
turn on. If I turn on YouTube, I can hear Heath, but then I hear all
Yeah.
of us echoing and it's confusing.
Okay, on YouTube they can hear everybody, but I still only see me on.
Yeah. It's
On
just
Ninja.
the live feedback is all it's giving you. That's actually a local loop feedback instead of Heath's feedback.
Yes. Okay, they can
It's-
always hear Heath. It's just us can't hear Heath.
Yeah. It stopped. The main computer stopped sending out
Another blind Heath
NDI.
moment.
Of course.
Ah. Yeah.
Okay, Adam's saying it happened when the super sticker popped up.
For me, it was about 30 seconds after my donation popped up.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't get it to. Can't get the feed out. No, that's not going to change that. Pictovid's trying to help. Yeah, so what just happened is my main streaming computer isn't. It stopped sending out NDI, and I was using NDI to pass to the other computer. So why is Google Chrome? Let me close this. I don't know if that's going to help. I don't know if that's going to help. But so, well, I think I need to close it down because apparently we just found a glitch that apparently I'm not gonna be able to come back from. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being here for the testing. I'm glad we got to experience this now. I'll probably I don't know why it happened. It's just all of a sudden my NDI output stopped, and I did what I could to try and get it back, and I don't know any other way to get it back except to kind of shut stuff down and restart it. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to say thank you to everybody for coming, and I appreciate it. And have a really great night, everybody. And thanks to everyone who helped with the testing. And I will see everybody later.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity.